Our basic topics is journey to excellence. In fact, before we talk about that, I just want to mention about Reliance Group as a whole. Distribution of Mumbai and Delhi we have. Apart from that, we have power generation, power transmission. Then we have roads, we have metro, Mumbai Metro, we have cement, but we have recently sold that. And then we have Reliance Capital, Reliance Communications, Reliance Entertainment, and so on. Now, the Reliance has concentrated very heavily on defense product manufacturing, including ships, maybe helicopter, and all this would come in the way. Out of all this, the distribution is an important business for Reliance because this distribution we do for the capital of India, the Delhi, as well as commercial capital of India, it's Mumbai. So I will talk about Mumbai distributions only at this moment. And before we talk about, we would like to take that what is the scenario in Indian context very briefly. We don't want to go into details. The basic power flows be Indian power distribution sector, Reliance Energy, journey so far, business excellence model, present to future, and recognitions. To start with, we have 1.27 billion people, 7.3 is the GDP growth. 2% GDP will lose because of non-availability of power. Electricity demand 10 to 12% per annum, and 69% electrified. So these are the scenario in India at this moment. Now, if we go in little details, the 73 discoms are available, is supplying power. Out of that, 90% is government-owned and 10% is private. High theft, national AT&T loss, 27%, and heavily subsidized. These are the conditions. There are some critical common issues that inadequate tariff, because of possibly absence of political will, existence of cross-subsidy, which is supposed to be given by the government, and very high regulatory assets across the country. Operational inefficiency exists almost every distribution companies, except few. High AT&C losses, poor customer service, poor quality of supply. Actually, the distribution part of the entire value chain is the collections of the money comes from. And then, if this is disturbed, the entire chain is getting disturbed. And that's the scenario as on date, though the government is trying heavily to see that these are eradicated. However, 2 attempts were not very successful, and the last attempt, Uday, possibly would take better shape. Now, in this scenario, what is to be done? In my opinion, that should be, first of all, it should be cost-reflective tariff. It has to be there. But it does not mean that inefficiencies also would be passed on along with this. And therefore, it is very, very important that efficiency of the company, the way it runs, has to be very, 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 very high. Because we deal with huge number of people, they rely on us. So efficiency is an important factor for every distribution company, which is absent, barring few. Moment you say the efficiency, it talks about the process, it talks about technology, and above all, it talks about people. Thirdly, it is very, very important to have network restructuring. The reason being that over the time, I think we have forgotten electrical engineering. We have, especially from the low voltage side, that means 415 volt to meters, the shape is extremely bad. It has completely lost the engineering concept. So I say that we have to bring textbook to toolbox. Means we have to go back to the engineering, we have to see what it is to be done and go into the field and apply exactly that and don't deviate and shortcut it. It has given enormous amount of difficulties because if we look at our scenario, the 50% of the cost goes for low voltage maintenance. Why it would be, if I do technically correct, it should not be. Therefore, its efficiency has to improve. It should be looked at. It definitely, the cost will reduce, delivery will be improved, quality will improve, and obviously, safety and environment needs to be taken care of. Now, what Reliance has done so far? Let us see that where from we started and how we made our journey and where we are and where we need to go. To start with, I must say these are the very two driving factors for us. It was possibly never said anywhere. But I picked up this book from one of our boardroom, and I saw what Mr. Dhirubhai Ambani said. Fundamentally, he said, reject if it is not the best. That's the philosophy. I think we have lost that fundamental thing, and it's extremely relevant when we talk about Make in India. It is extremely important, and he has demonstrated what it means in his lifetime. Secondly, our chairman also has got big ambitions, and we have taken that as a big inspiration, that to be among the most admired and trusted utility in the world. So, keeping in view, the Reliance took over in 2003 end and 2004 beginning from erstwhile BSES. It was a institutional-driven company, and more or less, it was not bad company, but it was not the way it's supposed to be for Mumbai. So Reliance took over that, and this gave us a big opportunity to see. Moment it was taken over, within few months, there was a big deluge in Mumbai, what we saw this year in Chennai. It was absolutely flooded. There was almost 3 to 4 days, there was no power in many parts of the city. A lot of people died. And completely, some of the areas, electricity distribution was collapsed. There was no power for 4 or 5 days. And in these circumstances, it was taken very seriously that this distribution system for Mumbai has to be different considering these deluge conditions, if it comes again. So those time, that the vision, what was there, offerings, systems, everything has changed. And we today, almost approaching to world-class utility, value-added services, integrated state-of-the-art network system, customer-centric, and process automation and benchmarking is the key words in our company today. Now, if we just go to the hard data, we'll see that what was there in 2003 and 2015. I will talk about 2015 here. We have 400 square kilometer area, 2.9 million customers we serve. 1810 MVA is the demand. And to cater to that, we have good amount of infrastructure, almost 10,000 kilometer cables. And to be mentioned to all of you, this is 100% underground. There is no overhead cable, overhead lines in Mumbai, except some 220 kV poles. Apart from that, we have power and distribution transformer capacity, almost 8,000 MVA. Distribution loss is one of the lowest in the country, is 9.6%. And our availability of power is 99.97%. This we have achieved. The question was how we did it. Because we statistically seen that our load growth, and we have predicted through IIT department, statistical department, what could be the load growth for Mumbai for 20 years? We have seen that it is growing around 3.3% CAGR. Therefore, our capital investment should be such that it must move beyond that because there is a lot of deficiency already and there is an old equipment needs to be changed. Therefore, we have grown almost 5.5% to 5.6% in HT cable, PT capacity, means power transformer capacity, and distribution capacity. And distribution loss, as I mentioned, this has come down from 13.6 to 9.5, 9.3. Now, there is some parameters we determined how this distribution company is performing worldwide. Now, this is called SAIDI and SAIFI. That means interruption duration index and interruption frequency index. In our case, it was 60 minutes, which has reduced to 184 minutes. Now, there is a bracket, 94. It means, what I mean to say, there are one pocket where huge slum exists. If I take away this slum portion, then our SAIDI becomes 94 minutes. Just to give an idea, that Paris SAIDI is 75. Now, there is a difference between Paris and Mumbai is growing phenomenally. Their infrastructure growth is tremendous. Every now and then buildings are coming and the roads are being widened, flyovers are coming, metros are coming, and our network is getting disturbed, whereas in Paris it is not so. But in spite of that, we have come to a situation of 94 minutes. Our frequency rate, interruption frequency has come down, is one of the lowest in the country. There are some utilities. These parameters are maybe better than this, but we have to understand one fundamental thing, that the layout of the system, the customer mix, the geographics play a major role, and therefore it cannot be compared one-to-one basis. However, that you can see that one-to-one basis, city to city, wherever it is being, system is completely through the network. Those can be compared. Now, in this whole process, we have said the safety first. To tell you, I'm very proud to say to all of you, our business review starts with safety. And then we go into the parameters. This has given a good results.
2 minutes to go, sir.
This is average wait time for customer is improved. Similarly, for commercial complaint reduction, that consumer satisfaction survey we have done through IMRB, and that has shown that 90%, 93% of good and excellent position. Now we go to business excellent model. I will go for a bit quickly. That we have a customer in the middle, and then we have a technology, process, quality, safety, environment, and lastly, and above all, the people. So now we say some of the glimpses, how the customer care is, call center, we have 24/7, billing option is plenty, and payment option is also almost avenues are more than 2,200. We are also moving into paperless system. If we say that digital engagement, we have website, we can have online payment, online applications, and bill details. Social media also we have, Facebook, Twitter, and YouTube. The Facebook, I'm glad to say that our followers is one of the highest, if not in India, if not the world. Mobile applications we have, you can pay through mobile, you can see your consumptions and the bill details also. There are other more applications available. You can see through whatever you need for your electricity purposes. Now, if we go into technology, then first comes your IT infrastructure. We have step by step have done Because most of the cases we have observed that infrastructure, IT infrastructure created across the company without considering the level what needs. Therefore, we have created a different applications for different levels. Like junior management, we have all these SCADA, DMS, GIS, AMR, OMS, and EMS applications. Then we have financial model, control model, material management model, HR module, and sales and maintenance module. Billing is done with ISU CCS, that means totally computerized. Then we have business object and analytics, which we used, and this has created a corporate dashboard, which is also available in various portals. Now we come to the SCADA system. We have got GTD combined SCADA, latest what is available in the world. We have this. Distribution management system, we have 25% of substation is automated, can be controlled from the central places, and we have specification completely changed that whatever ring man unit we will buy, it would be automated. Therefore, one day Mumbai will have 100% automated system, fully integrated with GIS. SCADA and DMS, we are the consultant for 5 states. Apart from that, we have outage management system and network management system. Now, just to give a glimpse how the GIS works, GIS from HT cable level to the customer, we can identify just on the computer like this. This is our area of operations. These are the HT cables we can see from one layer. Second, we can see the low voltage level, low voltage connections, and then we can see that these are integrated with SAP completely. And when it is integrated to SAP, then I get completely customer details. It means sitting in GIS, I can see which customer meter is giving what outstanding they have. So this is the level of GIS and SCADA integration we have done. GIS application also has given some very beautiful input to us. That means network management or network optimum solutions we can see through SIMDISC and GIS integrations. We can have the loss calculation through GIS. ROW we can apply through system, and we are talking to BMC so that we can interact with their system and our system together to avoid unnecessary delay for ROW. Similarly, we have loss calculations as well as we have the information that of the rain, where, how much is there. This has given us a lot. Now, GIS is the main platform. All the system is integrated on that. So if you enter GIS, you can handle everything. Now, going into the hardware system, we have got 220 kV GIS, we have got 33 kV GIS, 11 kV RMUs and all this, and we have focused on low voltage side phenomenally. Now, just to give few glimpses that conventional 220 kV receiving station versus what we have designed, and this is in Mumbai. 5 such receiving stations exist in Mumbai, which you will not be able to recognize whether it's a building or a 220 kV substations. 90% space was released for better living of the people. Now, if we go into substations level, then it is almost 60% space has been released. If you look at our unitized substations, we are trying to give the picture of the what in which environment this substation is stationed. According to this, we give the painting so that this is little bit camouflaged and it looks better. Similarly, we have done some of the substations which are 1+ because these are the low-lying area. So these are all calculated, planned, and done. In the cable, in Mumbai being very close to sea, we have got the latest technology which is called TRXLP, and we have completely converted all the oil type transformer into solid cast transformer. This we can have a picture that we send our people all across, and they have taken some picture, and the last one you can see in Mumbai. We have started to change the Mumbai, the horizon as such. because we felt that if the color is red, then one day Mumbai road, both sides would be red. Therefore, we are trying to talk to BMC also to give the better picture to the city. Now, if we go into the low voltage side, there is some items which you can see. This is theft-proof pillar. This is exclusively done for theft-proof. Means that we have understood one thing. One set of specifications cannot work in normal and slum conditions. So we have segregated that. We have done some different kind of engineering. Now, if we see the process, we can take the SAIDI and SAFE or reliability indices at customer meter level. Now, delivery on time, we have got everything you can apply and you can get all these stages of your applications, how it is. Similarly, we have...
we need to wrap it up quickly. Thank you.
Yes, just one minute. Similarly, quality we have, and then we have focused on safety. We have brought some people from EDF and their specialist for safety, and we have audited entire system, and we have done the complete safety organization differently. Then all the tools and tackles, all the activities are listed down, and what is the risk and what is the mitigation is given to each and every people. Then we have environmental, ISO 14001 certified company, which is distribution company. It is very rare. We have 10% of our consumption is coming from the renewable energy, ready for rooftop. Because MERC has circulated and direction is that we have to give connections. We are ready with it. MOU with Innovari, which will give us 100 megawatt clip of peak load. That is the agreement, and let us see how it works. Apart from that, we have various programs, including one YES program, which will go to every school and teach the students, young students, so that they can go home and tell about safety and environment protection. We have taken Swachh Bharat is a voluntary approach. People go on Sundays to various places, plant trees, and clean up the Sanjay Gandhi National Park. Now, above all, there is a people who has done all this. We have got excellent 2 institute for training. One is for technical and one is for management. This has given a tremendous focus to the people. Now, another approach we have taken, that is everywhere, across the organizations, we have implemented 5S. Then we have got Quality Circle or SGA for the next level, and the third level we have got Six Sigma. It is unheard of in any distribution company. You have 2 master black belts, 70 black belts, and 75 green belts holders. And they are engaged in various improvement plans, including cycle time reductions and all. So it was hard, very prominently in manufacturing sector, but it is the first time I think we have experimented in distribution and we are successful. Once, I just mentioned, once some group of union opposes for the people to go for presentation outside, which includes union people. But they refused to listen them and then went and presented and got the awards. So that was the commitment it has given to us. Now, present to future, there are 3-4 slides. We are talking with BMC to do underground substations because Mumbai space is absolutely scarce. Then we are talking about the vitrification of Mumbai along with our substations. This is in the drawing board, and we will be bringing this kind of substations in the near future. We are also working on how to charge motor vehicles, but this is a little delayed. If you see the smart grid preparations, all the green points, we are already tested, we have already trialed, and we are successful. Whichever is gray, that we have not touched yet. In fact, in an international consultant, we appointed to understand that what is the smart grid maturity model and where we stand there. All the green point you see here, that our positions, as against the others, average position is this. So we can say some places we are ahead, some places we are not. but we have got aspirations to achieve and we have a target fixed. Now, in doing so, we have got recognized many places. No need to show it. And I conclude here. Thank you very much, and our journey continues. Thank you.